Hey, Good Fox here. Today I got a review of out-of-position halfback Mike Vick. 94 speed on the card, 95 agility, 95 acceleration, 88 carrying. We'll get into that and my thoughts on it in a little bit. And 94 spin move, 95 elusiveness. He's got low trucking, but he's got 96 juke along with it. Looking a lot better than this LaDainian Tomlinson. The reason LaDainian Tomlinson has +3 overall is the stiff arm on his card and a couple other stats, you know, strength, awareness, some things that don't really play into the game as much. I mean, the +19 to stiff arm is a huge driver that overall, but for the rest of the stats, they all kind of slant towards Mike Vick. When you look at the play, this card and the way the cards play, except for pass blocking. Mike Vick doesn't have the greatest of pass blocking, unfortunately, so he's not the greatest like third down guy unless you're sending him out on a route because he will get overrun. But there you go, his throwing stats. I'm really disappointed. They make a Mike Vick card and everything, and then they give him like nobody's throwing stats. Like why does he have not Michael Vick's throwing stats? The player model's Michael Vick. You can't stat him out like Michael Vick. This is just another example of EA in Madden 18 especially doing terrible, just a terrible job with their ratings. So you'll see this Mike Vick. He does really well. I mean, I run him in the middle, I run him on the side, and really, you really can't ask for much more out of a back. Well, he's not a power back, so I guess you could ask him to truck some guys. You could ask him to be Bo Jackson, that speed and trucking. But he is basically a great elusive back, probably one half of a dynamic duo. He's more the lightning than the thunder because he's not going to be able to get those like short yards. It's not his specialty as I try to jump over some dudes, try to get something spectacular going with a spectacular card. But when you compare him to other cards, like the LaDainian Tomlinson, like I showed you in the matchup, I think a very good comp for him. 84 catching on this card. I mean, very, very good out of the backfield, a receiving threat, a stretch threat. You'll see me run to the outside a lot with him, and that's really his strength. I mean, that's where you want a Mike Vick. I ran him up the middle, and he got lit up. You're going to see me try to run up the middle with him. Not the greatest idea. He's not going to plow forward. He doesn't have, like when you see a lot of my other reviews, you'll see these running backs fall forward on a lot of these plays, but no, Mike Vick does nothing but fall backwards. I'm guessing, without looking at the traits, that he doesn't have fall forward chem. Or trait. Fights for extra yards, no. See, I was completely correct. His clutch, no. Covers ball, brace versus all hits. So a lot of people say the traits matter a lot more than carrying for running backs, for fumbling. And I did notice Mike Vick, I think, fumbled twice for me, if I recall correctly. You're going to see one in the tape right here. Ooh, that wasn't it. But 88 carrying, he didn't do too terribly. Now, I saw GS on Twitter posted, run aggressive, because these guys aren't fumbling. I ran one play with aggressive. I think with the Sean Taylor's card, I fumbled very first play. So he might have been trolling, wasn't sure. But this is on balance. All this gameplay is on balance for Vick. And like the way he's able to be controlled, the way he's able to like maneuver between defenders and stuff, it's very slick. Love the card. Again, another example of him not falling forward, running in the middle. But like he can if your game is running to the outside, Mike Vick, except for when he's being, you know, what would you call that? The Superman hurdle or the Superman tackle, where they kind of like bounce off the ground and they get like another boost of air to try and to tackle. You get those suction tackles kind of. That's the Madden 18 suction tackle essentially. So Mike Vick, third down back, decent. He can't block, but decent receiver, or great receiver. Overall, the card, though, I mean, spin move, juke move. If you're good on the sticks, I mean, you don't really have to be the greatest on the sticks to be a great runner in 18. Like, ooh, there was a fumble. I should not have cut that in the middle, rated as user. I thought I could left stick as user, because a lot of times if you can, like with users, you can kind of left stick them out, if you know what I mean. It kind of like swerve run them without having to put any right stick animation triggers into the guy. But generally, I mean, you could just basically juke and spin if you really want to. But overall, like, ooh, man, if I go a little bit to the right there, I think I got a touchdown on that play. So you'll see me miss a lot of holes. Maybe I don't got the greatest run stick in the Madden universe, and you'll see players playing with much better I don't know, agility on the stick than I do. I feel like I get a little bit of lag in Madden 18, so it's hard to really properly input buttons, but that's not an excuse. Love this Mike Vick card. Absolutely amazing. Watch this goddamn play. Watch this. Oh, man. The guy literally rage quit after that happened. Mike Vick, get this card. I loved him. 193 carry now. Amazing card. Out of 10. Same as the speed, 9.4. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.